So what did she do? What did my narcissistic abuser do? The real question is, what didn't she do? Okay, so I attended Illinois State University in Gamma Rho chapter of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. And what she did, my main narcissistic abuser, Kiera Dowling Garrett, what she did is she was the one that started the whole smear campaign against me. She was the root cause. So the first thing that she did is while we were still online, we were going through the process, she was making up lies and spreading lies about me to the rest of our line sisters, trying to make me look bad, trying to make it seem as if I'm attacking her and I'm coming at her because she's a freshman and I'm a sophomore. So the one thing that she mentioned was basically when we had one of our earlier meetings throughout the process, we had to wear a certain type of attire. We had to wear business casual. So we attended, it was like 3 of them. So by the time we reached the third one, just when we had, anyway, so when we had this one meeting, and it was like our third meeting, we had to dress business casual. And when we attended this meeting, when I walked in, she was wearing like regular clothes, like blue jeans. So I go, that is not business casual. And she's like, oh, well, I didn't have a chance to, to change my clothes. I had class and all that. I was like, oh, okay. And then I left it alone. Now, when I said this, nobody else in our line was actually in the room. It was just her and I said it to her. Now, I will admit this. The way that I said it was probably a little bit aggressive, probably a little bit abrasive. I was like, that is not business casual. Said it exactly like that. And if a person doesn't know me very well, she probably took it very offensively and thought that I was really trying to attack her when that really wasn't even the case. But what happened is she went around to another one of our line sisters and was saying, Terry is trying to come at me because I'm a freshman, and she said this in front of everybody and made me look bad and all of this blase BS. So then one day I go, okay, well, let me talk to her myself. And then I even apologized to her. I said, I'm sorry if I came off the wrong way. I'm sorry if that made you feel some type of way, however made you feel. I'm sorry for making you feel that way. I apologize. I took my accountability. We could have squashed it then and then moved on, but that was not good enough for her, because what happened is she wanted to take me down. Okay. Then while we were online, it would be like any time I would say something to her and have a conversation with her, she would twist my words and make it and misconstrue it and act as if I'm just really attacking this girl and really hurting her, when she just took innocent conversations and blew it way out of proportion. That's what narcissists do. They gaslight, they're manipulative, they're deceptive. They say one thing and they're being dishonest, they're lying, they're not telling the full story, they're not telling the whole truth. So the entire time we are in our process, I have each and every one of my line sisters coming to me, basically being her mouthpiece, being Kiera's mouthpiece, speaking for her, speaking up for her, saying, hey, you should leave Kiera alone. You should stop doing that to her. Kiera said you said this. Kiera said you did that. And it was never a, hey, Terry, did you say this to her? Or did you do this to her? It was never inquiring if I did it or not. It was always coming and accusing me of what she had allegedly said that I did. It was like, I got a bone to pick with you because how dare you say that to her, because they only heard one side of the story. And it didn't really stop there. By the time we got offline and we were on the yard, she basically went over to other girls within the chapter and was creating rumors about me that was not even true. The girl lied on me, talking about how I was promiscuous and I was, going around with these other dudes and this other fraternity that I was cool with, because I was in one of the fraternity's pageants that same semester, right? And I had got real cool with them, but the dynamic between me and the other pageant girls at this with the fraternity, they told us to look at them as like big brothers pretty much. So that's how I looked at him as. And one of the guys in that fraternity, actually I went to high school with him. He was a friend from high school, you know what I'm saying? And so I knew him. I knew a few of them. But anyway, the ironic part about that is I myself, while I was in college at this time, had never been intimate before at that time. Okay, so I still had my V card, And the fact that she was lying about me being promiscuous, it's like I had even told the girls that I still had my V card, right? And they were surprised by that. But I mean, I was 19 years old, okay? And basically, because though that rumor was not believed, it was instantly squashed. They're like, no, that ain't true. Terry ain't going around being promiscuous. Terry is a whole V card, okay? So then that didn't work. So then she started creating even more rumors that was even more extraneous, you know. And there are certain things that I cannot say because it's a little confidential when it comes to Greek life. I'm not going to say that. But she was just making up a bunch of just random extraneous rumors about me, and then would tell it to the chapter saying Terry did this and Terry did that and Terry did X, Y, and Z. And then in our group me, you know, that app group me, a big for group chat, here comes everybody in the group chat attacking me like, Terry, how dare you doing this, and you're looking you're making us look horrible on in the whole campus, on the whole yard, you're making our chapter look dumb and stupid, how dare you do this. But once again, not one time did any of these girls, and this was not just my line sisters, these were our profiles as well. Okay, your profiles are the people that came before you. So our profiles were even, you know, attacking me and jumping down my throat without even, not one time did they ever even ask me myself, did that happen? However, I will say this, it was a few different lines. There were like 3 profile lines that came before my line. So one of them, the one that brought us in, they were the ones that were so quick to believe that I had did all of this. But the other 2 lines, they actually did the righteous thing. They actually came to me and they said, hey, listen, Terry, we heard that this happened. Is that true? They asked me if that was true, and I say, no, that is not true. Whoever brought this up is pulling this out of thin air. That is not true. I would never do something like that. And they're like, well, she seems very sincere and genuine in her apology, and she's speaking her truth, so I believe her. So the rest of them, they believed me, and they did the right thing. That's why, if y'all are watching this right now, that's why I'm not exposing you all and putting your pictures out there, because you all actually did the right thing. Okay, y'all know who y'all are. Fall lines. But yeah. So anyway, it's like she basically started the whole smear campaign and was getting everybody, like, turned the whole chapter against me. It's like every chance she got, she was spreading rumors about me, constantly had my name in her mouth, constantly lying on me, saying that I was doing things that I didn't even do, and getting everyone else in the chapter to look at me a certain way. And she also would lie about things that I have allegedly did to her or said to her. And basically she would talk about how I was the one that was bullying her and mistreating her, when that wasn't the case. She was the one that bullied and abused me. So then one of the major things that she did, where it was homecoming weekend, and we were at our line sister, our captain's house, and just I had got dressed in the bathroom upstairs. We were gonna go out, and then I came downstairs, and I didn't have hair at the time. I had did the big chop that year, that 2017, that summer, and I was wearing wigs at the time, right? Because I wasn't used to wearing my natural bald head. So what happened is I had my wig on, and then I come down the stairs, and then Kiara just starts verbally attacking me, bullying me. She's talking about my wig. She's talking about, you know, just a whole bunch of just verbally attacking me. You know how when narcissists go in and they're just, and you did this, and you know, you've been there, right? She's just verbally attacking me, verbally abusing me, right? And the rest of my line sisters were there. Well, 2 of them weren't there. It's 6 of us total, including me at 6. So 2 of them weren't there. So it was just me and 3 other ones. And then the captain, we were at her house. The captain was laughing at it. It was, you know, she had FaceTimed the other 2 line sisters. It was kind of like instigating, like, look at what's going on over here. The other girl over here is having a whole photo shoot in the corner. And I even told her, I said, hey, Jen, can we get out of here and stuff like that? And she's like, nope, go over there and deal with your line sister. Kiara's over here threatening to fight me, threatening to beat my ass. So then what happens is I report this to our chapter advisors. We have a meeting, and in the meeting, Kiara gaslit, she deflected, she was manipulative, she played the victim, and she turned the whole group against me. And everyone looked at me like I was the bad guy. So I was traumatized. 2, when I seeked help, I was re-traumatized. And in the meeting, these girls were just being even more mean. Like, other Greeks are talking about her wig, and the rest of the chapter comes at us and dogs you. Like, they really were bullying me to my face. And then, you know, I was forced to apologize to Kiara for all of that. So that's the gist of it.